All right, everybody. Samori Benjamin here from Citi Field, Mets' first ball game. Here with the son of a former New York Met, Will Wagner, Toronto Blue Jays infielder. Will, man, nice meeting you and welcome.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So I know your father did play for the Mets the first year this ballpark opened up, 2009. So you were a kid then. Do you have any memories about being on the Citi Field?
Honestly, I don't really remember his field at all that much. I think I was back home watching him on TV for most of that, because I know he's coming back from Tommy John that year, so we weren't here with him that much. But I remember watching him on the field a lot.
Gotcha, yeah. So your dad was on some good Mets teams, 06, 07. Do you remember anything about those teams at Shea Stadium?
I want to say 06 was the better team, right?
Yes.
I think they went to the Game 7 of the NLCS.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that year. But yeah, I mean, he had some good years with the Mets. I think he had a couple of his best years with the Mets too. So yeah, it was fun to watch him on the Mets.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so now yourself, growing up, your father being a professional baseball player, but you remember your first time really getting the itch for baseball?
Yeah, I mean, I just grew up in a locker room all the time. So I mean, I was in a clubhouse with a lot of professional athletes, and it just kind of drove me to play baseball, and that pretty much gave me the itch at like maybe 3 or 4 years old. So,
are there any players who you remember growing up who stick out to you?
Yeah, I mean, David Wright was my favorite player watching. I was a really big fan of him, the way he played third base and stuff.
So now you are an infielder. You don't pitch. So at what point didn't you pitch growing up?
Not really. I never really wanted to pitch that much. I pitched in Little League, and then once we got to the big field, I wasn't throwing that hard on the mound. I was like, all right, it's my time to go hit now.
So now you grew up in Virginia? Is that it? Okay, so, and obviously, you are a really good talent on your own right to have made it to the major league, because most kids of former professional players really don't, So growing up in Virginia, what was the competition level like just in the part of Virginia you were in?
A really good competition. I went to a private school, Miller School. That's where my dad coaches right now, actually. And we played a lot of good competition, but we didn't only just play in Virginia. We were also in Florida, South Carolina. So we were moving everywhere. So it was good competition.
And your father was your high school coach?
Yes.
Okay. So what was that like, just having your father as your high school coach?
It was awesome. He knows me very well, so he knows not to push me too hard, or he's a little laid back on me because he knows what I need to do. The only time he ever got on to me was effort, but I usually show pretty good effort. So.
Yeah. Now, growing up, your dad played for a few teams, but did you have a favorite team growing up?
Yeah, actually, it was probably the Braves. He only played 1 year with them, but it's probably my favorite team.
Yeah. Okay. So how did they end up becoming your favorite team?
I remember a lot of that year. I think it was one of his better years, his last year, and just going to the games was a lot of fun.
Now, did you play any other sports?
No, I played basketball a little bit, but I wasn't the greatest, and I was kind of small, so I gave that up pretty quick and just stuck with baseball.
Cool. So now I know you went to Liberty University in Virginia as well. How was that experience for you?
I loved it. Yeah, Scott Jackson, he's actually at UNC now, but he recruited me to go to Liberty, and I fell in love with Liberty. It was a great school for me, and made a lot of friends there.
Do you think, and you were in the Cape Cod League as well when you were in college? No?
I never made it to the Cape Cod. I went to the Northwoods League and what is it? The NCBL League, I think.
Do you think that competition helped your skills and really helped get your game to where you need to be?
The Northwoods for sure, yeah. So I didn't play a lot my freshman year in college, and they sent me to the Northwoods. I ended up playing like 70 games in the summer, and that just got me right. I didn't have the greatest summer, but just getting those bats really helped me.
Now, you were drafted originally by the Houston Astros, your father's team that he pitched for, I think, the most in his career. So at that time, being drafted by the Houston Astros, what do you remember that moment being like for you?
Getting drafted?
Yeah.
Honestly, draft day was a mess for me. I thought I had a chance to go earlier, and then I was like, oh man, I might not even get drafted. So I was kind of sick, to be honest, just waiting for a phone call, but I was lucky enough to get a call from the Astros, so really excited.
And which round were you picked in again?
18th.
18th round, okay. That was 2021 or?
21, yeah.
21, okay. Yeah, man, I mean, so the minor league system is very difficult. A lot of people don't even make it through the minor league system. What was the minor league system experience like for you?
A lot of traveling, especially in AA. The Texas leagues is a lot of traveling. You got 14-hour bus rides and stuff. A lot of games, so you're trying to save your body up for the whole year because you're not used to playing that many games in a year. So you're trying to build a good routine and get to it.
Now, what was it like for you the first time you got traded? You got traded from the Astros organization to Toronto.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was playing video games with some of my teammates, and I get a phone call that I was getting traded. But it's weird because you always have locker room talk of like who's getting traded, and my name was never thrown out there. So just to get traded was kind of shocking to me.
So you made your debut last year, 2024, with Toronto, and I know you got 3 hits your first game, right?
Yeah.
So that's awesome. That's very awesome. What do you remember about your major league debut?
Honestly, I was really nervous the whole day. I didn't really talk to my family. I had breakfast with them, and I didn't want to say a word. I was so sick. But I got into the locker room, and all I wanted to do was get out to the field. But once I got out to the field, I wasn't too nervous. I just let the adrenaline go, and I felt great.
Got about 3 more for you. So you're playing or living in Canada, Toronto. What's that whole experience like?
It's been cool. I've been in the hotel that's connected to the field, so I haven't seen too much sunlight right now. I've been just going from the hotel room straight to the field, but it's been good.
Who's the most talented player that you've ever played with?
Shoot, I'm playing with 2 good ones right now, Vladdy and Bo. They're pretty fun to watch.
No doubt. Okay, now your father, of course, made the Hall of Fame this past offseason. He's going to be inducted, I think, in August or what have you. So, big moment for him and the family. What was that moment like?
It was awesome. I was actually in Florida rehabbing my knee, so I wasn't there when he got the call, but I FaceTimed my brother, and I could just see the emotion in the room. I was super happy for him.
The last one for you, Will. What is your favorite memory of your father's playing career?
Oh, man, there's a lot. I think there was a time when he was with the Phillies. I really remember this because I got to stay in the clubhouse, and he closed out a game, and he came in. I could just see, like, his face was all red and stuff, but I thought it was the coolest thing when he came in and got a save, and I was still in there for it, so it was pretty cool.
All right, folks. Will Wagner, son of former Met, going into the Hall of Fame this year. Billy Wagner. Today, he's the enemy. No. Just kidding. Will Wagner, man. Willie, thank you so much.
Appreciate
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're back.